Alright everyone, so today I want to showcase the unkillable infinite barrier combo that you can run on every single class, although some classes can be a little bit more advantageous to run it on, and that includes the temerity plus some sort of healing option comboed together. Temerity is an ancestral unique, which means that you do need to access World Tier 4 to really get your hands on this combo. But this one has a few different stats associated with it, like potion drop rate stats, etc. But really what we care about is the effect. When we heal past 100% life, we're going to get a barrier up to 80%, 40 to 80% to be exact. But mine rolled 76%, which is almost a max roll. Great. This also lasts for 8 seconds. Now, how do we get this effect that heals us past 100% life? Well, pretty much every class has that option. You know, if necromancers have blood orbs or some other combinations, we have barbarians with their shouts, we have druids with critically striking, we have rogues with critically striking, and we also have sorcerers with their burning healing. For me particularly, on the rogue, I'm going to be using twisting blades in conjunction with siphoning strikes. Whenever we critically strike a close enemy, which means that we have to be in melee range, we're going to heal for 3% of our maximum life. We can also use enhanced flurry here for additional healing on vulnerable enemies because we're running certain glyphs, and the trapper build at the current moment, which I will have a build guide on soon, we're going to be healing for 1% of our maximum life. Very, very solid. So basically, whenever we put down things like Death Trap or potentially Twisting Blades, we will hit for multiple times in a skill. And when we do that, we can actually hit each one with a critical strike, heal for 30% of our maximum life per enemy hit, multiple times per enemy hit potentially, which makes it extremely powerful and gives us essentially infinite life, or rather infinite shields, so that we never really drop down. The only way you get killed is if you push so high up that you literally get one shot through 2 health bars. And on top of this, if you min-max this, you could potentially almost never get one shot. How do you do this? Well, you add things like disobedience aspect, which increases your armor whenever you deal forms of damage on your amulet, so you get a 50% effectiveness, increase your damage reduction, or get some items that gives you additional maximum life. Now you might notice that I don't really have that on my gear pieces, but if you're able to, you could actually get additional maximum life, which will then give you additional barrier effectiveness. The only maximum life that I've been able to acquire is my rubies, which are not even maxed out, themselves. So you can actually really start to improve upon this combo. And I want to show you this when I enter a nightmare dungeon and punch up quite high. So entering into this nightmare dungeon here, you can see I am level 86 at the current moment, and we are in a tier 46 nightmare dungeon. Now, I will go ahead and showcase what it looks like when I am not using the combo and when I am, or when I just stop attacking, and you can see the difference easily. Now, first off, you'll notice that I just get killed very quickly. Okay, you can see the basic attacks of these guys are doing a ton of damage. Now, one thing I can do, even if I don't have any healing, is actually pop a potion to give me that barrier starting to stack. You can see that barrier increasing. I can pop a potion to overheal. So even if you have no ability that's going to proc this, you can actually just use potions to give you that barrier. Now, what you'll notice here is if I just go to this group of enemy and start hitting them, I have essentially a permanent barrier. Okay, I did do a ton of damage to them, but a better example here is with a champion. Okay, so we're going to have a champion hit, and I'm going to just go ahead and just continuously hit these guys. And what you might notice is, oh look, I am literally unkillable unless I get CC'd. Okay, so I'll just keep hitting, and watch me when I stop hitting. Oh, now I'm starting to take damage. Oh, my barrier's falling. I'm starting to take damage. Okay, now I'm dying, right? Now, if I go over to an elite, which is another better example, or I gather up a massive group of enemies, you can see that this even gets more insane. Okay, here's a perfect example. I'll dive into the group here, and I'll just start hitting. Keep hitting. I'll stand right inside of that field that's starting to detonate us, right? Watch what happens when I stop hitting. If I stop hitting, suddenly I'm losing the barrier. Suddenly I'm getting one shot, right? The barrier literally got cut through half of my barrier and half my life in one hit, which would have actually legitimately one-shot me had I not had that barrier. And this applies to every single scenario. In fact, if we even push higher here, we could potentially infinitely gain life. Once again, I'll just jump into this pack here and just continue to hit enemies, and I literally will not be able to die. I can just continue to spam out my skills. I don't even care if I'm killing the champion or not. Guess what? It does not matter. All the yellow numbers are crits, and you can just see I am literally full life permanently, and not even my barrier is falling. And these are level 100 enemies. I'm a melee rogue. I'm literally standing in death explosions, and I'm still not dead. And that is the power of this combo. Now, obviously, in some classes, such as the wizard or the sorcerer, I keep saying wizard, but the sorcerer here, you could drop down a firewall, constantly burn enemies, or potentially run the firebolt enchantment, have everyone burning, and you could do the exact same thing. Same with the druid, same with the barbarian potentially, and this is why this item is so powerful, okay? And you can even combo it with another aspect, such as this one right here, which gives you increased damage while you do have an active barrier. This combos with Temerity for an additional 24% damage increase. So not only is it an extremely survivable combo, but you can also just get a straight up fat damage increase. And in fact, this might even be the best aspect to slot in on the bow for the rogue at the current moment, simply because I'm getting so much value from my barrier being constantly active. Keep in mind that with additional armor, I will get additional damage reduction, and with additional damage reduction from my potential aspects that I have on my build, or just in my kit in general, the greater the effective, use of that barrier will be. Same with increased maximum life. The more maximum life I have, the more I'm healing, the higher my barrier can be, and all that good stuff. So every single build can benefit from higher max HP, higher armor, and also any sort of additional effectiveness in terms of damage reduction. You get all those things and you couple them with barrier. In this situation, when you have literally essentially 2 life bars to go through, it's going to be a massively powerful combo. Definitely recommend you guys getting this a shot if you do pick up a Temerity. So be on the lookout for it, and if you have it, be sure to save one, because who knows what's going to happen in the future, and you might want to run it if you have a build for it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. A lot of people have been asking me about the Temerity combo, so I figured I'd go over it very specifically. And if you have any questions about this build, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm planning on doing a build guide for it, but I'm curious to see how many people are interested in it. Thanks for watching. See you all for the next one.